everybody, this is Ardoom, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Darkest Dungeon, the Crimson Courtyard, where in this episode we are already in the courtyard from the last episode. We're off after the Countess. We have some people here. If you don't remember, we have a leper, a flagellant, a jester, and a vestal, but you can see that on your screen already. I don't need to tell you, you're probably seeing this back to back. May not actually post this video until one day after the last video went up, but that's just fine. It's time for us to press on immediately. So let's carry on heading southwards, exploring this fork of the courtyard. In terms of provisions, we are really well stocked to the point that we're actually saying no to loot, which is fine. Again, we're at the stage of the game where the only thing that matters to us is the life expectancy of our adventurers, and taking out the final bosses before we venture into the darkest dungeon itself. We have a battle behind this door, and let's check it out. Oakley dokely do. Supplicant, 2 manservants, and a courtesan. Chance to stun these guys is limited. Excuse me for the burp there. We are craving, and we have some minor damage across the board. I will take a chance on a stun, though, because I think the this Dazzling Mirror gives us an extra 30% chance that isn't calculated in the base chance. That's what I'm guessing, so it should be a 55% chance, which is actually pretty darn good. So let's take that on position to Manservant. Done. Yes. Sounded a bit like the brain there for a moment there. I will try and take over the world. I promise you all. Now, that courtesan is going to get its party buff done, which doesn't mean we can't answer it with our own form of party buff. Again, it's an increased accuracy and crit chance, and less so an increased damage across the board, but that's just fine. Let's try and see if we can get into that supplicant in time. I don't think it's going to work. No, let's try. If we can deny them a turn, that's better than wearing someone down, and unfortunately he did get the resist in on the bleed. Careless Whispers goes down for a pretty nasty spread of damage and horror for everybody. But we might just be able to take out that supplicant. Not quite enough. If the bleed was there, it would have been enough, but it was not enough at all. 3 damage with predigestion on the back row and a blight to boot. We need to start worrying about the Vestal's health in a big way. Could do a self-heal at this stage, but a party heal is both appropriate and will give me a better spread of HP across the board. 6s all around, and no complaints from me, aside from that Nico will have to wait just a little bit longer before he starts to kill people in an insane and major way. Could keep party buffing. I'm going to try for a chain bleed, though. That's not too bad. Takes on everyone. That's absolutely fine by me. Let's focus down this little manservant here for... Yes, okay, he's dead. Done. Alright, so one of them has been taken out at least, which is fine by me. The thirst goes down on the leper. Front position, 5 damage taken, and no other ill effects beyond healing up the already fully healed courtesan, who is now looking surprisingly less ladylike than she was a moment ago, and seems to have a small beard going there as well, which I never noticed. In any case, we're looking fine. It's time for us to take somebody out. I think a Hugh might be a good call. Yep, done. And this chappie is not quite dead, unfortunately, but we can make things work regardless. I will probably drop a focused heal down on the Vestal, up by 12, and that's a pretty healthy heal as far as these things go. Only 4 damage left to go from the Blight still yet. I will probably try and take out this manservant in toto. Yep, he's definitely dead. One way or the other really soon now. Not going to worry about stress or, again, it's a wasted turn functionally. We know he's dead, that's fine. Renewed Appetite goes down, 7 damage, and again, you will... Yep, no other consequences, that's fine by me. We are now craving, not wasting, so I'm not going to waste any blood as yet. It's a long dungeon still to come. Dodge on the chop from the leper. Unfortunately, we are going to need to start worrying about our stress situation pretty massively. Fortunately, though, we can't do much else with the jester, so it's going to have to be stress healing. All right, okay. So you're going to refuse the heal. That's fine. I can just drop judgment on the courtesan, and that's going to top up my Vestal quite nicely. Definitely going to play an inspiring tune for the leper. Desurs, as always, has been a stalwart battle axe. Every single time I bring him out, he always delivers the bane. Courtesan will now have 1 HP in her next turn. Unfortunately, she will still get that turn. Renewed Appetite goes down, is dodged, and we have no further worries. Now I am going to faff. I'm going to faff because I need to stay on top of the health and stress situation, and there is no better way than to manage stress than to do so with That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I don't mind. Yeah, fine. Sorry. There, I fixed it, see? Let's drop the stress transfer from the... Yep, there we go. And take care of some of that. There, like so, just mitigating down the overall stress situation. Courtesan will probably have the first move. No, she does not. She is a dead lady. Dead lady.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I could really use those deeds. I do not need the gold. Do I need the bandages? Need the food. Let's not be too... No, let's be hasty. There we go. Deeds are very valuable for me at this stage. I have things in districts that need to be unlocked. And again, it is a long dungeon. I'm just going to keep pressing through it as much as I'm leaving a lot of treasure behind. I do not mind that in the least. I might actually pick a time to camp, perhaps in this room, which will probably be a battle room, if the pattern holds up. We are accumulating a pretty gnarly amount of stress, and
carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
You said it, buddy. You said it. Okay, before I go into camp, I'm just going to do a quick... Nope, that's alright. We have 2 supplicants and a manservant to deal with first of all. That's completely fine. Good chance to stun someone, I'm sure. Yes. Done. 4 damage taken, and the stun is resisted, sadly. Harvest. Done. 3 and 5, not too shabby, and bleeds take on everybody. Valuable servitude. I can live with that. I can live with that, because we still have Mr. Supplicant here to deal with. What I will do, though, is probably just guarantee your death, if I may. I may indeed. How wonderful. Really? I'm gonna pass. Okay, gather the blood. Great dodge. And there'll be one more turn again. Gather blood, this time on the back position. 9 damage taken, and that is just fine by me. Divine Grace. Up by 20. Nicely done. Could look at... No, he's already dead. Don't need to worry about that. Let's deal with some stress. 31, 37, 30. Yeah, okay, 37. There we go. Right, Nico is looking a lot more chill now. Done, and done. Let's keep the pain train going. 8 damage taken, and that's enough to take him out the next round. Let's try for the insta-kill. Nope, it's not going to pan out. 11 HP left to go, but yeah, and he's got a free shot at us. It's fine. Predigestion, 10 damage. Wow. And a blight. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's... Oh! Crits are just dropping like candy from heaven. That was the wrong metaphor. Like pennies from heaven. I was going to say pennies from heaven, but I misspoke. It's a wonderful song, by the way, if you ever want to feel just really depressed. And let us take out this supplicant once and for all. Done. Right, I'm going to let that
Success so clearly in view.
deed stack build
Or
up.
is it merely a trick of the light?
I'm going to keep going, because again, I just don't need... If I get like any particularly like amazing trinkets... Oh, lost treasury box. Oh, nice. Okay, well, I wasted a key, that's fine. Well, those are useful, but they are useful enough to throw out. Well, actually, hold on. Like I was planning to. Actually, I don't need to camp right now in any case. Let's throw out the torches. Let's throw out the torches. Why not? Why not? We don't kind of have to have them. Shovels are obviously very, very useful. Keys aren't really that useful, to be entirely honest. Let us double back and keep adventuring onwards. I have a feeling this is going to be like just an insanely oversized dungeon, but that's why I broke this episode into 2 pieces. Carrying on, could get more food, but I'm not gonna, because I have enough food. I don't need gold. Got enough. The interest from my I get 10k every turn for free because of the float that I've got going. Actually, probably slightly more than 10k. It's 5. No, anyway, not going to do the math. Okay, large flesh eater and a sycophant, and we have surprise. Finally, a battle that I like. A battle in which I have overwhelming advantage. Unfortunately, we don't land any hits with that overwhelming advantage, but that's just fine by me. Let's get some bleed going on that sycophant. Hopefully, get him to a place which is approaching death very promptly, and a harvest just to seal the deal. 10, not quite good enough. Right, what's your dodge? Okay, so you aren't. Let's just smack at you. 16 damage taken and dealt with. 43 HP left to go. That sycophant only has one more round left to live. Maddening Wine will add quite a bit of stress, but we have ways to deal with those kinds of problems, especially when they can't land a hit on us with their big guy. Nicely done. Right, carrying things through. I'm going to drop a Judgment right here. 6 damage done. 7 health returned. Get the bleeds going if we can. Very unlikely, but we'll see if the debuff at least will prove useful in the next turn. Inspiring Tune to remove some of Nico's stress. Thank you to Sirs very, very much. And let's keep things going with a chop. It's a dodge. That's fine. That's just fine. Tentacle Devour goes down. 11 damage done. Nothing to be concerned about at all. And that negative 7% chance to crit is a bother. But it's no great bother, really, in the grand scheme. The overkill of heals drops down through the Vestal, which is, again, just fine by me. Do a quick check of stress. It is Nico that needs the Inspiring Tune. And let us carry things on with yet the chop, and even though he has crit debuffed, it's more than plenty to get the kill in. Okay, gonna leave that all behind because I literally don't need it. Could ditch a key, to be honest. Like, that isn't a bad decision. Yeah, let's ditch keys. We don't have to have keys. We could camp soon. That wouldn't be a bad call. I don't need to be carrying around 2 full stacks of food. We don't need to be carrying around 2 full stacks of food. In fact, if there isn't a battle here... okay, that looks like it's some kind of meaningful milestone. There might be a crocodile coming up soon as well, so I'm going to want to take the opportunity to get some heals in. Let's reduce our stress. Oh! Of course you're going to take the opposite response. Of course you are. Who will allow me to avoid being ambushed? Okay, Sanctuary. Done. That's very nice. I'm going to reduce your stress. Going to reduce everyone's stress. Every rose has its thorn. Done. No one has any heals, unfortunately. Oh, well, that's fine. We'll buff ourselves. Nice. And let's take care of that Skerrick of stress. Done. Done, 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 done. No complaints about that at all. At all. Alright, let's just keep ourselves down to 1 stack of food. It's fine by me. Now that we have the room, well, we don't have the torches anymore, which is fine, so let's just advance bravely onwards. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I need to wrap up this venture at some stage, so let's have a look at what we get here. Well, that's nice. That's nice. I think I'm going to be short of deeds. I certainly need to catch up some, but every deed helps. Indeedly do. Okay, Supplicant, Manservant, 2 Chevaliers. They have some pretty nasty damage potential. Fortunately, I can knock one of them out for a turn, I hope. Yes, nicely done. Probably gonna need to drop some party buffs with the Jester. Let's consider our options carefully. We know that Manservant's gonna have a very quick action, so we may as well do damage against him quickly. Nice critical hit there, and he's been taken out. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Everyone shuffles forward as well, which is going to make things very, very handy. We'll drop a Battle Ballad. There we go. Well done. And, okay. I think it's time for us to drop a chop right here. 18 damage done, 23 HP left to go. Separating secure on the back position. 13 damage taken, which is pretty nasty. Bleed is probably going to be more of a problem, though, as time goes on. 7 damage taken on Nico, but no other ill effects. Okay, let's... Okay, please don't pass. Okay, you can stress people out, that's fine. Let's use that bandage. Let's drop a self-heal in play, because that's completely obvious and correct. Harvest isn't a bad call. Their bleed resist is still pretty high though, so instead I will drop another party buff. Done. Gonna wait for Nico to help out with the bleeds if we can. Remote chance for an insta kill here, for a kill here, but it's not gonna probably gonna happen now. 19, that's fine by me. Let's just make sure they don't get an action in if we can. Done. Alright, Subterranean Skewer once again. They just do not like Vestals today at all. Fortunately, the bleed is resisted. Predigestion goes down as well. 6 damage taken. Ay. Okay, that's more of a problem because we can't do anything. And only a 10 for a heal rather than normal 12. Wow, it's not very nice, guys. Crit for 8, not too shabby. And the bleed does take as well, which I'm very grateful for. Punish goes down, 4 damage taken, and the bleed does stick as well. 11 damage coming through in the next round. Unfortunately, we do take a stress check there. Can't do much beyond smacking around that supplicant, and unfortunately, that's going to have to be the round for us. Subterranean Skewer, again, they're going to kill this Vestal. They're going to kill her. Damn it. Predigestion goes down, 2 on the Leper, and a Blight is taken, but it's going to be all Vestal all the time for all of her heals. Up by 13, I'm going to take it because I have no option but to take it. Slice off, 8 damage taken again, and this guy is, 16 bleed, 12 HP. That's all I need. That's all I need. Done. Done. And, may as well just do a self-heal because everyone is already dead. They just don't know it yet. Done! Okay, let's give you Bloodlust. Let's take that blood. Again, it's just weird the order in which you have to do these things. Can't take any of this stuff, that's fine. Okay, let's feed you up and try and live through that. Blight, not going to worry too much about what we have coming on the Leper. We have a long corridor, which is normally an indication of something either delightful or exceedingly unpleasant. Blood Fountain, don't have any holy water, that's fine. Carrying things on. Okay, Sycophant, 2 Mansevants, and a Chevalier again. This is a... Ooh, you're wasting. You are wasting. Alright, little Miss Vestal, it's time to give you a taste of what you crave. If we get a chance. Battle Ballad. Yes, please. Done. Vestal? Nope. Okay, Maddening Wine. 4. Now, the reason I'm focusing on this so much is if I forget and she dies because she's craving, I'm going to be very cross. Chance for kill here, not quite good enough, off by 1 damage, which is deeply regrettable. Again, can't do much against that Chevalier, unfortunately, so we'll drop a bleed here where it's going to count the most. There we go, and yep, let's have a drink. Have a drink. Yeah, relief at last. Thank God Almighty. Let's get some healing going as well, making it look a bit less squishy. Subterranean Skewer goes down and does 14 damage as well as a bleed. We're running out of bandages, but that's what bandages are for. Could get a kill though and take out that Manservant, which would be hugely useful to deny them an action. That is what I'm going to do, I think. I should have gone for the heal. I instantly regret that. I instantly regret that. Alright, let's party buff again. Nicely done. And let's see if we can finish off this Manservant. Nice hit there. Nice hit there. Well, blooming done. Alright, can't... Alright, self-heal. Just take the buff and a bit of extra HP back. Hopefully Dissur's the Jester does not suffer unduly because of our mistakes. Alright, some damage on the Vestal, nothing to be worried about there. That Mosquito heals itself to more health than it has. Subterranean Skewer goes down to 16 damage, but there are no other consequences, which is just fine by me. Let's get a heal going here, up by 10. Not amazing, not bad, not amazing, that's for sure. And let's pick our battles. Stress is less important than life, so let's start making bleeds happen on that Chevalier. Slice off now that his resistance is reduced, and we get a crit in for our troubles as well. 11 bleed coming through in the next turn. Can't do anything with Leper at all because he's going to take his own actions in his bloodlusted state. Deafening Wine goes down, 3 damage taken and a bit of stress, but the Chevalier is now within easy arm's reach of the Leper. Should he survive that long, Subterranean Skewer goes down, 14 damage on the Vestal, and a bleed, and we're out of bandages now. Let's get a Divine Grace going, up by 10. Probably should have just dropped Judgment, but I'll take those extra 3 hit points because they are very, very useful now. You have 11 damage, 16 HP, and I think the Harvest is called for. Nice, okay, so the Chevalier is dead in its next action. It's fine by me. Chop chop! Taken care of. Business. And no one has enough stress for us to bother with the stress transfer. We'll just waste a turn by wailing on the Chevalier. Done! Done, done, done-ty done. I will take that, and provisionally I will take that, but if I have the option of getting another camp in, I will take that instead. That said, our inventory is getting pretty full. We've had a fairly hefty explore of this dungeon, and we've made a pretty good haul for ourselves. Let's just pretend like this is our last round, like there's a crocodile behind this door, and that we need to survive. Let's just pretend. I don't know. Okay, so that's the locked gate. That's the lock gate. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to double back, we're going to take the stress hit, and we know that we have to explore this side, the key will be there somewhere, and that from there we will be able to sally forth and keep adventuring, but because I ate all my food, I'm concerned that a hunger check may come through and slowly kill me off. So unless, no, there isn't a cure for food in easy reach, I think we're going to call time here. Here we go, we're in the room. We're going to make our exit and regroup in the hamlet. Again, we are out of invitations for the moment, so we'll have to do quite a bit of questing before we are back in a place in which we can actually get back out there and do some stuff. As you can see, this has been a very profitable adventure from a gold standpoint, with an amazing 20 gold pieces found, but it's not about the gold, it is about the heirlooms for us today. 24 crests, 30 deeds, 2 portraits, and 10 busts. None too shabby. There have been some quirks that have been collected. Demonomania on Harriet. Nico has a second wind, which is fine. I'd prefer that to stress faster every single day of the week. We have Beast Hater now, replacing Clotter, and we also have Syphilis. Don't forget that Syphilis from the last video. And then we have Brimu, who's picked up a Witness, which is not really going to be particularly bad. I would expect that, Vestals have seen some nasty things in the Abbey, which would make them not want to ever go there again to pray. But we are not here to comment on the practices of certain religious groups. So, wait for the hamlet to reload and see what it has in store for us.
Finally, this
nice.
is working. And
okay.
The side effects are manageable.
Side effects are manageable. Nice. Oh, it's funny. Okay, week 97, I should say. 57. 57 was a long time ago. Week 97. You quirk Unquiet Mind, but reduce 70 stress. Monty's reduced 70 stress. Benel no longer has hysterical blindness. Ruins Phobe is gone from Comin. Zachary no longer is obsessed with food. And Clinchamps, our low-level man-at-arms, is no longer sickly. We're going to keep looking at ways in which we can improve our overall party performance. Now that everything is free, we can... it's just the medical ward. Who cares? Medical ward is cheap. I thought it was going to be the treatment ward. My mistake. Very embarrassing. Silly. We need to look at ways in which we can make our low-level parties less bad, because obviously they're going to be used in the near future. Guilty conscience, deviant tastes. Yeah, Paranormania is annoying as hell when you're actually in a dungeon, so we'll take care of that. Pouchot is fine. Bonell has... Who's Hagiomania? Is it Nico? Was it? Oh, it was Murdoch. No, I'm not going to put somebody with the curse in dungeon. And everyone else is kind of fine, so all we have to do is really choose who we aren't going to be taking with us before we drop in people for... Before we drop in people for curing quirks, which is going to involve us choosing what we're doing next. Now, we have no invitations, so we can't go back into the courtyard. Don't everyone that's appropriate for a low-level thing. Veteran, what is this? A bleed amulet. And anyone can use it? Yeah, I could use a bleed amulet. And it's a shorty. I think that might actually be what we're doing next. Unfortunately, I have just put some of my low-level party members into the sanitarium, so I cannot actually take that mission. That's just fine. We'll probably look at something for the ruins or the cove. I think the ruins, because I'm still smarting from the last round of badness. And again, I can use portraits, and I do not have the restraining padlock, so I've made up my mind. I'm going to be going into the ruins. We're going to be avoiding people that have things that involve Bleeding, because nothing bleeds in the ruins to the same level that it does in other places. What we will do instead is bring along people that can do a decent spread of damage across every position of the map. I'm going to bring Calder as our de-stressor, probably Bonnell for the damage, sticking things through. Yeah, an occultist will be very, very useful. Let's bring like an arbalist. Yeah, sure, why not? Those can come in pretty handy. We'll just make sure they're all kitted out correctly. There's some backup house fapping that we need to do. I don't even know why I'm showing you guys this stuff. It's just my process. Just trying to make sure that I'm giving you guys a decent amount of the episode to watch. I'm just trying to get back on top of my game with making these videos, because I've been out of action for a couple of days with my entire family being injured. Let's just say we've had some bad luck, and I am still hobbled. In any case, you don't to hear about my woes and misfortunes. You want to see some more Darkest Dungeons, so you can just wait on through the break and actually get there to the next episode, provided it's been loaded yet. Or alternatively, if you're new to the channel, hit that playlist right there and catch up all the way from the beginning. Hit that subscribe button as well. If you're a subscriber already, hit that like button for me. It really helps get these videos seen by more people, and as always, feel free to let me know how I am doing in the comments below. My name, as always, is Ardoom, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will catch you all next time.